Look. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I didn't know you could look like a nerd just from acting like one, bro. Oh, shoot, bro. Boy, it's like my whole face of gangster went to more nerdy. It was hilarious, bro. You tight. So do you ever pipe down? I'm trying to let the pipe down ever. So even he gotta get the drink. Wow. Even he gotta come on with it, man. I'm trying to pipe down ever, man. There you go, man. 1 and 2, come on, bro.
Say hello to the new Chico Hard Max with more margarita flavor and 8% ABV.
I'm about to say, Jack. No, that's doing it, IG.
We gotta finish this shit. Really. Starting this shit.
My street, bro.
Kush with the orange. We on the bus, first day. First day of Taylor Gang World Tour. We in Alabama. Gulf Shores, Alabama. Yeah, we on the tour bus now, so it's official with it. You can see Dallas bedroom action back here. You can go on there.
That's my kid.
There's barely any. There's not too much space, but there's a bed back here. Usually niggas be having like a little lounge back here, but not me. I'm 6'4", 6'5", tall boy. I'll see y'all in the morning, but we about to do this Gulf Shore shit. We about to party out here, hang out, chill, get ready for the show, go check out a few shows. Nothing too crazy, baby. Yeah. Alright, this is the artist compound. This is my shit right here. This is my trailer for sitting in the booth. They even got bunks in this bitch, just in case. Yeah, it's pretty solid. They got a shower. You know what I'm saying? And they got the big boy bed. They always give me a big boy bed, yo, because I'm a big boy. They always give the big boy his bed. You know what I'm saying? So zoom out, back up a little bit, back up, boy, back up. Yeah. Yeah, saying about boots. We out here. Oh yeah, there's an outside area too. All this shit.
This is seared tuna with a salad and then veggies and cheese.
Like you ever do the sauna anymore?
Yeah, when I was on the Jelly Roll tour, we did it every day. He had the whole setup down there.
You get addicted to that, bro. It's kind of high.
For sure it is.
Yeah.
Get high and then do it and then get high.
Yeah.
It's all about getting high.
It takes you somewhere, you know.
It's all about getting high.
It fucking takes you somewhere. It's the breathing, for sure. When you get in that cold, you gotta have to breathe.
Once you get through the first minute, you can pretty much stay do as long as you want.
After that, it's just you against your mind. Like if your mind tells you that you gotta get out, then you start to think about getting out. But if you be like, oh, I can hang out in here all day.
You listen to music when you're in there?
Nah, I just breathe.
Yeah.
Just raw dog in that joint.
You do yoga?
Yeah, I do hot yoga.
That's something everybody's telling me I should do, and it's like, I know how bad I'm gonna be at it.
Nah, you be
And
good.
it would almost be distracting to me.
Everybody's a beginner, bro. We're all beginners. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm gonna lose out. Me versus me, I'm beating me every time I'm done.
Just relax. You was gonna win.
What's up? What's happening? What's up? What's happening? What's up? What's happening? What's up? What's happening? OG Bobby Johnson, put in work on the slack, man. I'm trying to do the best that I can, but it's hard out here for a black man. These niggas be smiling in your face, whole time they be acting. These niggas be claiming to set, but don't know the homies and don't even tap it. I'm doing this shit for KK, doing this shit for Sebastian, doing this shit for my girl, give her the world whatever she asking. My guru trying to beat down this fuck, slinging and rapping. You trying to find me, mama.
There you go. Appreciate you, man. Absolutely.
Listen, don't judge if this goes bad. Don't judge us.
Nah, I'd be good.
Literally one of the inspirations that got me into making videos. I want to get out of the way before something comes.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Glad to see you turn into
Doing
something.
that.
Oh, man.
You guys are the best, bro. Thank you guys so much.
I'll see y'all later.
We'll see you
Thank
later.
you, guys. Take care.
Thank you, man.
All right, for sure. I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Thank you. Bro, thank you. Thank you. Huge fan.
Your shot's a tight shot, so that makes it funny. I appreciate that.
She's rocking now.
In the heart of sunshine we play, because we're tired to light up the way.
Taco Bell brought back crispy chicken nuggets, and I can't believe how good they are.
We out here in Nashville. Just pulled up on my boy Red. Just left a little podcast. We about to do some studio shit. Hang out. We got the day up. What up, man? They're gonna let us smoke in here and shit. Fan here. Chevy here. What's that? Yeah, it's like raining on and off and shit. It's a little muggy out here. A lot of farmland. I ain't getting no barbecue yet. Cooler, little chrome fit, you know what I'm saying? Little calm, little chrome fit. Yeah, we in the only place that's gonna let us smoke, so we're gonna go in here, probably listen to some shit. See if we feel like making some shit, we might get something to eat, maybe some wings, some burritos or something. Welcome to the studio. Yeah, ho. Where the music at? Make like some world music, like big hooks, you know, good concepts and shit like that, but still like vibey sounds. Yeah. They need it, man. Hell yeah. Second time I heard that today. So I was like, they need it.
Yeah, just a couple of them hooks, just big enough and wide enough for everybody to understand.
Yeah.
You can talk your shit on the verse like
Yeah.
always, but just enough to get everybody in.
Mm-hmm.
This helps me pay for my bills. Sign up directly on the app. Choose your own hours. Get paid to deliver on your time. What's up, man?
Yeah, outside. DJ Academic still alive.
On the stand, but I know we have to get you back into that courtroom. Thanks so much for giving us an update. Great reporting as always. Elizabeth Miller, everybody, thank you so much.
Thanks, Jesse.
Now I'm back here with Afi Patterson. Afi, you want to hear something really interesting as we talk about the questions from YouTubers and we have polls up? So we had a poll that said, has this trial changed your view of Sean Diddy Combs? Ready for this? 56% say yes. 43% say no. Now, look, I'm an attorney, right? And I don't care what the case is. I like the idea of it. I mean, the idea is for the jury to go in, clear eyes, clear minds, allow the evidence and the facts and the testimony to sway their opinion. To see that change, 56% of, not the jury, but the people watching this, their view has changed. That's interesting. What do you take away from that?
Well, what was it from the beginning? I think it's pretty low. I think it should be higher toward the negative side, because I think for a long time, he's kept his reputation pretty good, pretty much intact. He's a music mogul. He is a self-made businessman. So I would have expected it to be a little bit higher in the negative. And can I also talk about just this case in general? I think that there's a money issue here. And like we were talking about Don Richard and her civil case, and we can talk about Cassie and her civil case. In our justice system, we are allowed to have compensation, but I think compensation is maybe the wrong word. I think that when you've suffered some serious guttural traumas, you are entitled to try to be made whole. And financial compensation, if you will, that helps to make you whole. It doesn't resolve everything, but you're entitled to that. That's what our legal system allows.
Well, look, the defense is going to jump on that, right? The defense is going to jump on the $20 million settlement, or purported $20 million settlement with Sean Combs, the $10 million settlement, or expected $10 million settlement that she's going to get with the LA Intercontinental Hotel. The idea is you only went after this, you brought up these allegations for monetary purposes. I don't know if it makes entire sense. Why do I say that? Cover trials all the time where somebody testifies and they're in the middle of active litigation against somebody, and the argument is, well, you would benefit if there was a guilty verdict here, wouldn't you not? Well, she filed her lawsuit, settled with Sean Combs, and then cooperated with the government. I don't quite know what the incentive would be there, right? You know you're going to have to testify, make your allegations public, have to, if you look at people online, there's a lot of people who are questioning her credibility, her authenticity. I don't know if the defense did a significant job or not of saying that the financial motivation was a reason for her to come forward, striking at her credibility. I don't know if I saw that. What do you take away from it, Nazi?
No, I agree. I'm merely focusing on Don Richard's part, and they're questioning her. Why are you coming forward? But I think just with respect to how people feel about him, Diddy, and how they view him, I think a lot of people are turned off by the money aspect. But if, the problem is, if you focus on the civil suit first, you have people questioning, well, why didn't you go the criminal route? Now that she's going the criminal route, people are saying, well, oh, okay. Now they pick apart issues like, why did you stay? You should have left early. So it's like you really can't win in situations like this, I think, in intimate partner domestic violence situations.
Well, the way I think the prosecution tried to correct that, I don't know if that's the right terminology, is they said, she was in the middle of this, very hard for her to get out, maybe didn't even recognize she was a victim or what was going on, again, taking the allegations as true, and it wasn't until later on that she went through therapy, potentially for PTSD, where she recognizes to recall traumatic episodes and recognizing what happened to her, and then files the lawsuit. Now, the defense could say, this therapy, is it actually recalling real memories of what happened, or is it tainting it? Is it tainting your recollection of what happened? Is it a little bit of a dubious science? And I'm sure that's going to come back and forth a little bit, but it is a question. You were part of this relationship for quite some time, helped to set up these alleged freak-offs. The text messages would say you encouraged them.
Lisa, you won't believe it. I have found the best puzzle game ever.
Oh?
Yeah, it's called Royal.
Felt confident to go forward with this case, and we got a question from Last Play. Sounds like they were all. Well, put it this way.
You can always take one.
You can always take one, right?
Right. You can always take one, but is it still on the table? It depends on how confident the prosecution feels about their case. And I think, again, what this is said to be an 8-week trial, so I think that you're going to have a lot of people. And Jesse, you tell me, I believe there's supposed to be at least 2 more alleged victims coming through.
Well,
this is supposed to be an 8-week trial.
There were supposed to be 4. One of them can't be found, which is a problem. But look, it's also different, right? If it was before the trial started, before opening statements, before Cassandra Ventura had to take the stand, your prosecutor would say, listen, we want to avoid this. We want to avoid the jury after seeing this. We want to avoid putting on alleged victims who have to recount what happened to them. Okay, we might be interested in you accepting a deal. Now, after she takes the stand, now after Dawn Richard takes the stand, I don't know.
Yeah, but just also, you were talking about the PTSD therapy that Cassie got. I thought that her testimony showed that, yeah, she was a willing participant very early on. I don't think it was super, super helpful for the prosecution. But also, to your point, I think you mentioned the fact that it was brought up that she may not know that she was a victim. But for me, the line of delineation is, when did it become coercion? Clearly coercion. And that is when she wanted to leave and he threatened her with the videos. I would love to see more of a timeline come out, because I'm not seeing just a clear timeline. And I think, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was going to say, I think this all comes down to closing arguments. There's a lot here. There is a lot here. And I think the prosecution and the defense needs to crystallize it, like you said, with a timeline, matching it up to the elements. I'm a lawyer. Let me tell you, explaining this to people, what racketeering is, sex trafficking, how all these allegations match up to the elements, it's complicated.
It's complex, yeah, it is.
So, got another question for you. Got a lot of questions coming in right now. Again, we're waiting to go back into the courtroom. As soon as that begins, once again, we will give you real-time updates. Okay, question from Poetic O. Can Diddy use a mental health defense if he claims to be a sociopath or narcissist?
I don't know if narcissism is a defense to these RICO charges. I don't know if, you being a sociopath is a proper defense. There are different types of mental defect defenses that you can use, and I don't think these are either one of them. And, also, the prosecution was talking about, the defense, I think they were trying to hint at the fact that Diddy was under some type of force of drug abuse, or a state of drug-induced violence whenever he would beat her. I think that's a poor argument, because she was beaten for, 9 or 10 years. Furthermore, how do you build a billion-dollar enterprise if you're consistently intoxicated, or if you are, you're very high functioning. So I don't think that that's the best argument.
As I speak right now, Cassandra Ventura has taken the stand. Now, unfortunately, in this case, in a federal case, there are no cameras in the courtroom. There is no audio in the courtroom. But we are going to do our best to report to you in real time what is happening with her testimony and analyzing her testimony in real time. And we're going to also be taking your questions about this testimony, about the case in general, as it progresses. So if you have a question, submit it on YouTube. We will answer it here on air. I'm not going to do it alone. I have with me here in studio Rich Schoenstein, trial attorney. It was great to see you, Rich. Thanks for jumping here so quickly. Really appreciate it.
Glad to be here. Big day in this trial.
This is a big day, because she is victim number